Here we are back again. Doing the Seahawks shuffle. Oh, I just want to know that was. I always tell the truth. Well, personally, I gotta hold back. I'm just gonna look at me. You fucking pedal protectors better wake the fuck up. Wake up, you fucking trash cans. Look at the fucking world you're building for your fucking children. Wake up. Wake up. What is wrong with you people? You're mentally fucking ill. What does Bill Gates have that makes you so fucking frightened? Why are you scared of bunch of fucking douchebags who said they were a president? Like they were not there to help you. They were there to hurt you. I don't know. Was there weapons of mass destruction? Am I the liar? Am I the one out trying to hurt people? Or did George W. Bush fucking I give a fuck? And then people come back to what the fuck went on? People going crazy, veterans going crazy. They can't because fucking same people are fucking mind fucking them are there to fucking help them. Fuck. This world is sick. It fucking is. It's stupid, really. Can't put anything to fucking together. I don't know. That's why I just join me up for the fucking me program if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong though. Like it's fucking pathetic. And I gotta watch a man like Klaus Schwab fucking right in front of me on my fucking TV screen tell me something as plainly as he has penetrated my government. And well, I've went to his website and I've seen what the plans they have for the future are. I'm not making it up. It's their plans. I don't fucking like them and I don't think they're fucking future friendly. You know what I mean? But hey, we're gonna be in a brainless fucking world. We're already almost there. You know what I mean? Your robot will be your best friend. It will fucking know you better than you know yourself. You know what I mean? We're getting to the point where we can't even control our cars. If they wanted to lockjaw our cars, well, like I said, it's not the elites that are the problem in the world. It's the people that fucking fail to see shit right in front of their face. Or they see it, they talk about it, they're just fucking scared to do anything about it. They'll definitely take the time to be a big fucking man and come after somebody who does want to fucking stop it. Makes no sense to me. You guys are fucking mentally ill. Uncle Will, of all people, you gotta know you are fucking mentally fucking fucked up in the head. This is the problem. Went this whole fucking journey just asking for help. Someone to fucking talk to. Now I gotta put my fucking faith in humanity again. Gotta fucking reach out to somebody to fucking be able to tell my fucking story. It's fucking pretty pathetic. Hey guys, does it seem all right that fuck you work for a place for 22 fucking years and you don't get an investigation, even though it drove you to the point where you wanted to fucking kill yourself? No investigate. That sounds fucking normal. That sounds like the way a company should fucking treat you. Yeah. And then when you say, hey, when you get big and strong and you say, hey, motherfuckers, I deserve an investigation. I deserve to know what happened. You want to fucking think that I'm delusional because you had me to a weak point where I was crazy and I thought, this was worth taking my life over. So you get big and strong and then you start letting out their secrets because they won't fucking give you all you say is, hey, you don't want to fucking give me investigation. Old Carl's gonna let out some deep dark secrets. And you do that on the face of books. And then behold. There's police that are gonna pick you up. And you're confused. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? And take you to the hospital. And then you gotta sit in front of a doctor and you're like, hey, what am I here for? Well, some of your friends are concerned. Uh, not my friends. I'm glad I have this recorded too. You know what I mean? I'm really glad that you guys could actually see Dr. Poku. He's a prize, that fucking guy. Anyways, so yeah, can you imagine that sitting there and they won't tell you what got you in? Just some friends call, a little concerned, so they have the right to fucking lock you up. Or on the sheets on the paper, it says violence and suicidal. So you're like, hey, doc, I had like all the texts that I've had all day. You can check my social media. We can talk about that because it's a little strange. But if I tell you what I did there, you might get it. You know what I mean? But hey, so that same person that had me to the point where I wanted to kill myself got me locked up against my will. And I know it was my workplace because you could go back and, well, the Seahawk would have to be a little smart. You know what I mean? It would only take us what phone calls were called to my doctor on that day. Does Marwood Metal or Marwood International show up on those fucking phone receipts? But I already know it was because that day I got sent in. I got to talk to the owner who said he was on his way to talk to me. Why would he be on his way to talk to me unless they were the ones that gave me a call? And he knew there was no sense in coming to get me because they were going to lock me up. It's fucking. Uh, it feels good to see these fucking goose eggs up here. No one fucking cares what I have to say until you're going to care. Everybody fucking talks about consciousness like it's some sort of fucking hard thing. Everybody complicating it. You gotta do this and this and this. Consciousness is fucking about the truth, simplifying things, finding the easiest way. It's not that fucking complicated. You just gotta want it. Nobody wants to accept the truth anymore because then you'd have to accept the fact that you're a battle protector and well, you shouldn't be that anymore. You should join forces, not with me, someone else. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. I think I see things that people don't. You know what I mean? I'm a gift from fucking God, and no one wants to accept it. Hey, sorry. Like I'll go against the grain. I love fucking Rose. I love a lot of these mega people, but I'm sorry. Donald Trump is a fucking narcissist to the fucking 10th degree. So much so he needs people to tell him how good he is. And quite frankly, if he was a good man, he'd be telling you how bad he was at some point. Hey, look, even Donald, bankrupt 4, 6, however many times it is, you know what I mean? Can come back. But no, he doesn't even fucking buying shit from China and selling it to his people. Meanwhile, saying fucking America first. It angers me when people say they have God and they don't. Like, if you can't even name a couple fucking Bible verses and you're saying the Bible is one of your favorite books, you're a fucking lying piece of shit. Because the Bible is to be shared. But you know what I mean? You're there as a Christian to inspire others. What? What? What verses inspire you, Donald? I don't know. Those are personal. I can't share those. Hey, what do you like better? Are you an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy? Oh, they're both so wonderful. They're both wonderful. No, if you're a man of God, you go the New Testament, motherfucker, because that's where Jesus is at. That's where Jesus is at. The old school, that tells you the 10 simple rules. You know what I mean? You want to be with God, you got to follow these 10. And there's a bunch of stories about men who were possessed by God. And they had to work their human shit out. They had a hard time. You know what I mean? I know what it's like. But you gotta wanna be like Jesus. You gotta be wanting to willing to pick up that cross and say, "Hey, fuck all you paddle protectors. Your children are worth saving. The future's worth saving. Hey, take a fucking good look and let me know where I'm wrong." Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, Donald have a special relationship with Netanyahu that maybe he shouldn't have. Just saying, you know what I mean? Planting your flag in Palestine, Trump Gaza. Good idea with God. But then, you guys, you gotta take Greenland. You know what I mean? JD Vance was just in Greenland saying Greenland has not done a good job for the defense of America or for Greenlanders. No, the responsibility is them. Just like America's telling everybody right now, our responsibility is us. So fuck all of you. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that what America's telling the world right now? Hey, you've been fucking us. We've been the victim. Now you're gonna fucking pay, motherfuckers. But who knows? You know what I mean? Hey, they were trying to bring the heat on to Canada, though. Fuck, they were bringing it hard and they were bringing it good, eh? The fentanyl, no, Canada, no more Canada. Until fucking so many people, even on the fucking on their side, were saying, "Hey guys, this don't make sense." The proof isn't there. Why? But then again, Fox News tried blaming Canada. You guys have that fucking trans fucking extreme veganism cult that's out there killing people. You guys tried blaming that on Canada for some reason. I don't fucking know. Just because you could say the northern border and border patrol agent was one of the victims. I don't know, man, but you guys gotta go watch that fucking Faulkner focus. Faulkner was focusing on the devil, you know what I mean? Talking points. That's what they hope. You don't pay attention. You just take talking points. Well, you go back to dinner and you're like, "Ah, those Canadians, they gotta be stopped. They're letting fucking trans fucking extreme veganisms over here and killing our border patrol agents." Uh, anyways, so I like watching human behavior, right? Our systems are fucked. They really are. Even when somebody tries to make someone look bad, and you really pay attention. There's just really not a lot of heart put into things these days, like the CPS and the CAS and all that shit to deal with children and families. You think that they'd have a little bit more of a heart and stuff like that. Like, I don't even know why they would show this, why the police would. It's this woman, and the police show up, and he's fucking gonna take her. Well, they've already taken two of her children. They've come to fucking take the last one because one of them tested positive for some sort of substance. So they were obviously in a room when somebody was smoking. So because this mom knows that she doesn't smoke, she's a little upset that they're gonna take her fucking kids from her. You know what I mean? So a normal person, when somebody wants to take your kids and you're not guilty of what they're saying you are guilty of because you don't smoke and you're sitting there saying you might want to fucking drug test me if you're saying there's a problem with my kids. And maybe they could say your spouse needs to go or something like that if you test positive. But and I think that's the problem is the spouse. So maybe she should just kick that fucking loser out. But you know what I mean? But anyway, she's clean apparently, and she has a job too. So can you imagine a young woman just trying her fucking hardest and her best for her family, doesn't get into trouble or and just come take her kids. Like no trying like the mother shows up too, the mother of the mother, and she's like, "I'll take the kids, you guys can drug test me, we can do whatever." And they're like, "No, this is already set in motion. These kids are going into foster care." You know what I mean? People that don't know them, you know. So I thought that was kind of fucking gross. I mean, if you were gonna remove kids, you'd almost think that you'd see if you can find someone that's familiar with the children or whatever, you know what I mean? But they don't do that these days, I guess, based on this video. So yeah, so she's holding her kid. She doesn't want to give her kid up, and then her mother comes and she gives the kid over to her mother, and then all of a sudden, she's being arrested because she's doing exactly what they're trying to do, get her to freak out and fucking because that's what somebody should do, want to protect their children, you know what I mean? So she played the fool like they fucking want her to, so she gets arrested and she imagine trying so hard to do the right things. Someone else comes and fucking but yeah, she was saying, hey, because they took her away, and her mom's like, well, you'll be out right shortly. Don't worry. And that's what the police were saying. And she's like, no, 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 I've got warrants. No, I'm not going anywhere. Warrants were for like dog tags. Can you imagine? That's where they got us to. They got us paying for fucking dog tags. Is there anything you can do or have where you don't have to fucking continuously fucking keep paying for it? It's a fucking joke. This is the devil's world. But hey, you guys love it and you soak it up. And could you imagine? Like, like if I had someone in here, I'd actually talk about my CAS story. I'd give her front to back. You know what I mean? And then someone could tell me where they didn't steal a baby. But I asked for help on that too. No one wanted to talk to me about that neither. But instead, little me and guys like Uncle Will said the reason the child was removed was because of me. Can you imagine coming after the Mashiach and making shit up like that about him? Unfucking believable when he's just asking for help. God's people are here. You fucking idiots. Have no clue who the fuck you are. You're ignorant. Just fucking stupid. Not willing to take on any new information whatsoever. You know what I mean? Just fucking oblivious to what's going on around you because it's work to own and operate your own brain. You know what I mean? Give her over to God. Say, do the right things. It's not that fucking hard. Well, you people make it hard. Like, this is the thing. All I come on here and do is want to tell the truth. And I feel sick to my stomach. I don't want to fucking do it. Like, I don't. It's like, holy fuck, man. I don't get this world is just weird. You'd rather sit in this than what God gave you. I feel sorry for everybody. They've all been mind controlled and manipulated. Even the ones who say they're with God, just mind controlling. Like, how can Henry Hildebrand and his Mary Apostle men over in Ohio think they're going to heaven? Trying to get men to follow them. Those men that are following them are going straight to hell, I believe. Just like Joel Osteen, I don't like thinking this way, but I have to say it. Like, if I believe that Christians are in trouble because they're following fucking dipshits, like, unless somebody can tell me, hey, you let me know, does Joel Osteen come off as a warrior of Christ? Or is he a bit of a wimp for Christ? You know what I mean? Oh, but you know who does seem like a tough guy? Greg Locke. He's coming in just all in on Christ. In fact, he's so powerful, him and his merry men can zap demons out of you. But like I've always said, if you fucking idiots have those powers and you're just wasting them and not going to the big boys and zapping their demons out, then your gift is useless. You know what I mean? Start proving you have the gift. You know what I mean? Start showing it. I got gifts and I'm willing to show them, but they're crazy gifts. They're mystical gifts, magical gifts. And when you start thinking magic, it's all mental. You know what I mean? alchemical. A little balancing. You know what I mean? Get to know yourself. Fucking truth is important. What is the truth? Hey, was Biden having showers with his daughter? Is that the fucking diary? Hey, can we do something about that? Can we do something about that? hey, hey, just a bunch of people. Listen, Epstein and Ghislaine, they got charged. Proof is there that they were a madam or whatever, a fucking, they were doing some bad shit, right? But where the fuck are the customers? You know what I mean? Don't you think it's time that we know who's out there fucking the elites who are fucking children? Don't you think it's time we know who the fuck is running the show? Right? You don't care, do you? You know what I mean? I gotta know. Like, what do I do over here in Canada? Right? Call the RCMP when I know they work for the government? like it's right in there. Right? It's right now. Pierre Elliott Trudeau made sure that the people had nowhere to go if the government was fucking them. You know what I mean? Hey, RCMP, you work for us. Don't worry about those people. They're the ones paying you, RCMP, you stupid motherfuckers. It's unbelievable. What else do we got going on? And I'm not saying, hey, not all CAS and CPS workers are fucking bad people. So that's not what I'm saying when I said that shit. I'm saying that, well, I think a lot of them aren't trained properly and they're fucking brain dead. But hey, hey, what's everybody thinking about? What's everybody thinking about Ryan Russell Brand? Is he a plant? Why the Catholic faith? It doesn't matter which faith if you're truly in Jesus. You know what I mean? Do you guys think he's guilty? Do you think it's a coinky dink that all this information's coming out now and it didn't come back out when he was telling everybody what a scumbag loser he used to be and he found God and you know what I mean? Now we want to come after him. You know what I mean? Does it make sense? But is he a plant? I don't know. I really don't know. But it just doesn't make sense to me why we would wait so long as victims. That's the problem. We live in a world where victims are made to keep quiet. Look at Justin Bieber. He's out there losing his fucking mind right now. Is he? What's going on with him? Who can he go to for help? Can he go to the FBI if he's like, I'm fucking all fucked up? This Diddy thing's got me all fucked up. Why can't we know the story from Justin? Like, wouldn't it just be better to find out what kind of person Diddy is from Justin Bieber? Does Justin Bieber not know that getting the truth out there will bring him closer to Jesus? He has nothing to be ashamed of. If somebody did something to him, but if he stays in silence, then he allows those people to defile him. And no man can defile you. Only you can defile you by letting men defile you. You know what I mean? You gotta get her out. You gotta let her out. That's the key to Christ, I think. But look at the men of Christ that have been around Justin Bieber. Have you guys ever looked into those people? I think he had a guy named Carl. I don't think he was a good role model. But then again, they all come from that sunset or whatever it is, that little sketchy kind of, church from Australia there. But there's so many, right? Who's actually telling you to be strong in Jesus? Hey, if you notice bad things, you should tell your brothers and sisters and let them know, hey, do you guys think this is bad? Should we stop it? You know what I mean? Should Richard Branson still be out there trying to shoot off rockets? You know what I mean? Was he an island boy? I think we should find out. You know what I mean? I hate the fact that, well, Stephen Hawking is the biggest fucking loser that we know of. That was not fucking Epstein Island, the one that they're willing to tell us about. You know what I mean? Don't you find that weird? The one that couldn't own and operate his own hands. And what's up, Lonely Stoner? Is that Patrick? Is that Patrick from my Facebook days? He had the name Lonely Stoner. Is that you, Patrick? What do you think? Do you think Jesus wants us to be pussies? Do you think he was telling the disciples? Now a different Lonely Stoner? Okay, cool. I'm glad you're here anyways. You know what I mean? Do you think Jesus was a pussy? Do you think he was telling the disciples, make sure you tell everybody how great I was? Make sure they're worshiping me. Like I'm running around here telling everybody to give their glory to God. You know what I mean? But I don't believe believe in what was Jesus to symbolize? Truth. This is the way. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. It's hey, follow my lead. Look at the things I do. Be willing to do them. If you gotta flip over a few tables, flip a few tables over. Hey, if you gotta tell some Pharisees some truths, because they gotta know. Like, hey, boys, you're not doing good by God. You might want to get what God, it's for the Pharisees' benefit too. You know what I mean? Would you want to be a Pharisee? Would you want to be Donald Trump meeting God, planting your flag in Gaza? Would you want to be him? I wouldn't. I'd rather be the guy going, "Hey Trump, why do you think it's cool for you to fucking put your flag in Gaza? Just because you paid for the missiles to destroy it doesn't mean that you have the right to take her over there, brother." You know what I mean? And then there's Netanyahu. But I wish the Jews would just denounce him. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, enough's enough with Netanyahu. Like something's got to give here. He's you guys gotta start paying attention to body language, what they do. Netanyahu's a real good wants to pull at the heartstrings with the women and children, you know what I mean? But you don't want to talk about it when it's on the other side. No tip for tat, you know what I mean? Just 600 for six. I don't know. I don't get her, boys and girls, but these are the days, Lonely Stoner, where we don't really want to identify as anything, do we? You know what I mean? Do we want to identify as Canadians? Do we want to identify as Americans? Do we want to identify as white, black, red, yellow, brown? Do we want to identify as Jewish? Do we want to identify as Christian? Do we want to identify as Muslim? The only way to fix the situation that we're in, we got to identify as human beings. And now there's two different kinds of human beings. There's male and female. You know what I mean? But then again, I got nothing against adult trans. I feel bad for them. I can't imagine the pain that they go through thinking they were born in the wrong body. Must be the most worst thing you could fucking ever go through. You know what I mean? I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. Instead of fucking making fun of them, maybe ask them why they feel the way that they do. You know what I mean? Try to help them, and but don't accept stupidity. You know what? I can't accept that a fucking man can be a woman. No fucking way. And that's the. I thought we were done with this men and lady sports in America. Turns out, not in fencing. You know what I mean? There was a brave young girl who took a knee though and said, "Hey, I ain't fighting the boy. I'll sit this one out." Good for her. We need more people like her. Bye. My wife says it's not an issue. Why do I fucking care so much? There's only like 11 NCAA athletes that participate and say that they're women. Why do you fucking worry about it, Carl? I don't care how many there are, Joanna. One is too many. It's a fucking delusion. And once you buy into delusion, others feel that they're free to jump into that fucking delusion. And well, I have a granddaughter, Joanna, and I don't want fucking men competing against her. I don't want men in her fucking change rooms. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? Liberal seasons, all sorts of a mess, all sorts of stupid. I think it's stupid to think that way, but hey. This is the thing. Like, I got to admit when I'm wrong. I thought old Don Don was good for the world. I hoped and I prayed, but I just can't make things be. But I'll tell you, Kamala, when you're running off of the fact that you want to kill babies, my body, my choice, and that's your big running thing. I don't know. They're demons. Fucking that's the thing. Like you guys are so stupid. Like it's like Candace Owen comes out and says, Kamala Harris is not who she says she is. I have proof. No one fucking cares. No FBI investigation. No one coming out calling Candace a nut job or nothing. We just let these people who lie to us about who they are. Shouldn't we find out who they are? They're trying to run the fucking world. You know what I mean? They're trying to be president of the United fucking States of America, and they're trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. And we think they have the right to do that. That's how fucking stupid humanity is. Not not to say like look, Joe Biden, hey, he's not responsible for paperwork. He's not all there. And he got to continue to run a fucking country. So, but then again, did he? Sounds like fucking Obama might have been, you know what I mean? But then again, where was Trump trying to back all these people up who were saying Obama might not be an American citizen based on the fact that, well, the paperwork that he handed over is not legit. There's no legit paperwork saying he's American. So why did Trump say give up on the Obama paperwork? It's all weird. Why didn't he? Anyways, paperwork. You guys know because I saw a video about how they were making fun of Donald Trump because he had the paperwork too, right? And how he was showing it to people. But this is one of the things where I thought Donald Trump was being set up. Like, listen, if you had paperwork and it was telling you that your government was trying to set you up to show that you started a war with Iran, would you want to share that information with somebody? Like, who can you go to? Especially if you think that your government's setting you up. You know what I mean? Like, holy smoke. But then again, Candace Owens said some of that paperwork he had was on the Marcronis, talking about how they were phonies and Mrs. has a baloney and fucking Donald won't tell the world. Instead, he'll let one of his people get trashed and threatened and he's not for Americans. I don't think so, you know what I mean? He can't even support the ones that supported him. But who knows, eh? Who knows? Like, I'm glad it all came out like this because I got to see a lot of things that I didn't see out of people before. Like, I used to argue all the time with my wife about Andrew Tate. And I'm like, he says some good things, Joanna. Like, I don't think he's guilty of what they're saying he's guilty of. I do think he's a scumbag. And if you go by videos and you do time, yeah, they were with young girls and stuff like that. So maybe they should get charged for that stuff and not the charge stuff that the but anyways, they got victims gotta come forward and stuff like that. But like I never thought they were good guys. But when I seen Andrew Tate saying he was like telling Donald Trump, we're gonna take over Canada, we're gonna take over Greenland, and we're on the Trump train. I'm like, what is wrong with your fucking brain? And then you watch him too, like, hey, he threatens to beat people up that have a different fucking set of opinions than him. You're not even a man. I could squash you. Well, Andrew Tate, you could probably squash me, but guess what happens to you, bud? You want to treat people like shit, buddy? Hey, maybe you get shit on in the end. You know what I mean? You just get McMahon. You just McMahon yourself. You just shit all over yourself. You're like, oh my goodness, there's a God that I talk about, and I wasn't supposed to act this way. I was supposed to be a good role model. But hey, in order to get some good advice from Andrew, you gotta bam his Bugattis. Hey, it's all mind over matter. You know what I mean? Andrew Tate has a strong mind. He's been fucking batting ground to have a strong mind. So his mind can't be broken. So when he does bad things, he's just okay with it. It's like George Soros and Bill Gates and all these fucking losers, Klaus Schwab. They have strong minds, but they're fucking stupid. Because if you put the pieces together, you can fucking figure it out. You know what I mean? George Soros makes you guys perceive a shitty fucking world. And Bill Gates likes to write a lot of it out for you. You know what I mean? And well, we got the W. We have to do the simulators to find out how to keep you brainwashed, keep you corralled, keep you controlled. Do those simulations on how to control the information. And well, it ain't too hard when you can control Marky Zuckerberg. And he admits being controlled. And we, as humanity, can't say, hey, Marky, there's a price to pay. You fucked the world, dude. You can't get away with this, buddy. No, no, no. You're gonna have to do some jail time. You're gonna have to pay for your crimes. But it's all right when it's a mental crime, right? If you fuck somebody mentally, it's okay, right? Twist their brains, that's okay. We got to see a mark first. I'm telling you, you mind fuckers out there, your days are coming to an end. You people who try to fuck people's minds, you little narcissistic pricks, your days, you're gonna hurt in the brain. You're gonna wish you were never the way you were. But to hopefully you come to terms with who you are and you try and be a better person in the truth. You know what I mean? Spiritually waking up. She ain't all sunshine and rainbows like they try and tell you she is. You know what I mean? Hey, that creaker. I'll tell you though, when you get wrapped up in God and you don't know about this stuff and you take the truth on, you'll be on a high like you've never had before in your life. I felt it. I know it's there. I just got to get back there because now I'm aware of what's going on. You know what I mean? You can't sit in ecstasy if it's a fucking just a demon show. You know what I mean? You got to make it what you want it. I want that feeling back, but the demons got to go or I got to go. One or the other. You know what I mean? I feel comfortable on this planet anymore. Too many paddle protectors. Too many people not willing to stand up for the right things. You know what I mean? Somehow men got themselves into women's sports, and I fucking for the life of me cannot figure out how the fuck this happened. How did we as humans the simple little thing? And puberty blockers for kids and letting them mutilate themselves and convincing them they are in the wrong bodies and that we can get them in the right bodies. I don't know. I think it's evil. I think it's an agenda. You know what I mean? I think Justin Trudeau is part of it. You know what? It bothers me. But Justin's still, he's not prime minister, but he's going to pay for everything he did when he was prime minister. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if that boy has an NDA? Because most teachers just don't leave school mid. And then again, his bestie friend, well, why did he get charged and Justin did? I wonder if Justin's still friends with that fella. Anyways, this is the thing. NDAs, they should mean nothing. You want to be with God. I would like that's the thing. When we find out there's God, there's going to be a lot of people breaking their NDAs. They just ain't going to give a shit. You know what I mean? I wonder how that would go for Pete Hegseth, okay? American hero, American Secretary of Defense to make it that far in life. And, well, just got to buy a few people off, tell a few people they got to stay quiet. That's not the kind of leader I would want. You know what I mean? I don't care if someone has a past, as long as they can prove to me they've learned from it. But that guy had shit because he's Hexa. Oh, I'm gonna watch Candace later, I guess. 5 o'clock, eh? How do you guys think I should break out of this matrix? What do you think? Like, how do you how do you fucking how do you approach somebody with this problem? Hey, I think I'm the Mashiach. Hey, who out there is willing to help me ask my prime minister if he'll put me on the maid program for crazy people? Will he finish the job that Justin started? Hey, or do I get to speak my piece and, well, the people of Canada come to the terms with, well, maybe they're being mind controlled and fucked with because my situation in the mental health it's too fucking it's not good. It's not good. Could you imagine the people who had you to the point where you wanted to kill yourself got to put you in the hospital, based on nothing. Nothing. No violence, no suicide, no nothing. And then another 4 times you can get locked up based on somebody's lies. You even show the doctor that person lying. I'm the doctor. He admits that's a lie. Hey, doc, I don't know if you know this or not. Are you smart enough to pick up on the fact that if she's willing to lie about you, is she willing to lie about me? I keep coming in here for violence and suicide. You know what I mean, doc? Hey, you don't even tell me what I'm in here for. I don't fucking know what's going on to get me in here. So, in order to go into jail, at least there has to be evidence. And I have to know what that fucking evidence is. But I guess if you want to mind fuck somebody, you're free to do it. You know what I mean? Hey, this is how bad it is in Canada. If someone assaults you, they can call on your mental health and get you locked up. Fucking brutal, dude. Like, and I fucked up. I fucked up that time. When I put in, I thought for sure. Wait, I fucking thought for sure. I was like, there's no fucking way if I say, hey, this happened. Like, how is this happening? If this is going on, like this isn't fucking right, guys. I thought for sure. So I fucked up. So the cops are at my door on their way. I said, just let me grab some shit. Okay. So at that time, I had these monster edibles. They would take you to the fucking moon. They were called Buddha Boys, if you guys have ever had them. And I decided, hey, every time they tell me, because I can't figure out why I'm going in, they're like, oh, doctor just wants to talk to you. You're probably just coming right straight back home. And they lied every time. So I thought, hey, Carl, let's have a good time. Before the hospital, fuck. Hey, let's have a really good time. And well, that was a mistake. I played it all legit. It was cool. Right until it wasn't. But let's make, hey, Doc, why do you keep fucking locking me up? Hey, do you know the person that called you has an assault charge on them? What the fuck is going on with my life, Doc? Why are you fucking? I don't want you as my doctor, dude. You're fucked up. But then again, the next doctor I got, I didn't think was much better, but I got those recordings. You know what I mean? Nobody would ever listen to me and tell me where I was wrong on them. But hey, do you imagine being so fucking scared that you have to go and record your fucking doctor's appointments because you think he's a fucking moron? You're scared to get locked up for fucking life. Can you imagine? Stay out, break the matrix. Fuck that. Use all the devil's tools to fucking destroy him. That's what I've been doing, that creaker. That's what you don't understand. I'm breaking the matrix using the matrix's tools, man. The Mashiach comes from the clouds. or donkey. Hey, two Mashiachs, donkey or clouds. Hey, which one came on a donkey? What if I'm it? Hey, oh, little me, he'd cry. Do you think little me would cry? Because I try. I try and make sure I have Christ in me. If I say it, I'm fucking better because I'll go to hell if I don't. You know what I mean? I do my very best. I don't want anybody hurt. I forgive everybody, but I want justice, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You just can't run around hurting people and think you're going to get away with it. No, 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 no. Especially me. You don't go around hurting me thinking you're just going to fucking run away and, well, not let me know your side of the story. And you're crazy, Carl. No, 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 motherfuckers. Hey, this is the great thing, though. Everybody who hurt me made me stronger, brought me closer to God. And I couldn't have done this without being hurt so much. Suffering. The suffering's what will bring you closer to God. You know what I mean? I don't think people have to suffer as much as I did because I think it's much easier just to submit yourself to Jesus if there's others that are willing to do it and show you how they did it. I think it could become easier and there wouldn't have to be all that suffering that I know that, well, God knows that I'm not lying. Hey, all lies. It's great. I know I sound like a victim. Everybody's a liar. They lied about me. But hey, if you run around and you pick up the receipts and all you try and do is, hey guys, will you listen to me? I think I got the receipts. And then the worst part is your stories get all taken and used against you. And fucking next thing you know, you're a fucking child predator. You're fucking, you're the reason kids are being taken out of your house. You're fucking, you're a destitute piece of shit. Fucking all this. Oh, it's great. I love the story times. But Wade, who I shouldn't talk about, who started it all, you know, I should say, hey, he was heaven sent. I'm sorry. I'm here to warn you people. Don't be like Wade, just in case. I don't know if there's hell or not. I actually hope that it's reincarnation, but I somehow hope that he gets to pay for his fucking mistakes. That's the way he learns. You know what I mean? But something happened in Wade's life to make him be that way. You know what I mean? Something happened in all of our lives to make us the way we are. It's how we're programmed. You know what I mean? Which way do we want to follow? Do we want to sit in our victimhood? Do we want to be a Johnny Gobble and never fucking start? But claim we have the it factor and we're famous and we deserve it all because we gave it all. I don't know. What's he want to be famous for? His story? Because he's funny? I don't find him funny. Not anymore. It's really a shame. You guys should really go over and watch. You guys want to watch some humanity. And they do it just no problems. Watch AD. And he has Carl Martin on there debating some church people or some Christians. It's disgusting to watch that man and to sit there and watch him put that face on. Like you guys should watch it. It's disgusting. Like he's a loving individual and oh man, that's just mocking God right in the face. It's fucking disgusting and gross. So that's why there's too many fucking fakes. That's why people are following a Jesus that never existed. Jesus never fucking came and was looking for fucking eyeballs. Was never looking for people to worship him. Wanted people to believe in themselves. In order to do that, they had to believe in themselves in him because he exists in them. He told them that. So don't go thinking I'm fucking talking shit because God resides in us too. Jesus told us that. I am the seed of God. I come from the seed of God. is the Logos, the truth. If you want to get to God, you got to go through the Logos. And if you aren't willing to see the truth, like if you got the truth on me and I'm a fucking idiot and I'm saying stupid things, let me know. But not a single time will you guys let me know what I'm saying is stupid. It's just crazy. And I hear you guys, we try and tell you, Carl, but you just don't fucking listen. I mean, what? You take every story I have and use it fucking against me. And I don't get to tell the actual story. It's fucking gross and disgusting. You guys took somebody that all he ever asked for was help, and he wanted to help you in return. It's kind of people fucking Uncle Will is. You can have your channel and you can perceive yourself any way you want, Uncle Will. But deep down inside you, there's something fucking wrong and you're mentally ill. And you should drop leg day. If you want to get with Jesus, you can't be hanging around bigger buffoons than you. It's like, I don't know, man. Like Jay and Carl Martin, they should probably use each other to help each other. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm ready for the war. Are you ready for the war? I'm ready for it. She's a brain war. She's a spiritual war. Hope you guys go out and try and find some spirit and use your brains to try and figure out what the truth is. Truth is, I'm not your enemy. You're your enemy, not me. I'm here to help. I'm from God. Don't want the help? You can get off my page. It's not an issue. Like I said, you guys ask nicely. The ones I tag, I won't do it anymore. But don't talk on my name. Brandy Day found that out. I'm not done with her. And people have said some fucking rude and ignorant shit about me to try and make me feel bad about myself, when indeed you guys are the pieces of shit. You want to live like pigs, and I don't. I want what God gave me, and I fucking deserve it because I'm a child of His. And if you don't want what you deserve, then sit in your fucking weakness and find out what happens at the end. But hey, there's a much easier way. It's just submitting yourself to the truth. But unfortunately, you got to find out what that is for yourself. I can only try and guide you. And in return, if I'm not right, you can guide me back. Because not only am I a teacher, I'm a student.